Hello, my name is Lee. I am no MC. I'm as cute as can be. So all you motherfuckers better listen to me. I'll make out with you 1, 2, and 3.
I'll suck you dick.
You know what's funny? My dad is the one that taught me that rap or whatever in middle school, because we were having like a, what do you even call it? I wouldn't call it a talent show. It was more like open mic, but it was like anybody could participate in it. You just got to write, sing, or review or something spoken or something written, and then you speak on it or whatever. And then
like poetry night type of thing?
Kind of, but it was more like I first told my dad I was doing it, and then he was like, okay, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'm just gonna do like a review on the Ice Age movie because I just watched it. And it was still new, so I did that, and the teacher liked it. He thought it was good, and everybody thought it was funny. So I was like, okay, cool. It was totally last minute too. And then Jasmine was also there. Jasmine did a poem for this is not going to be on the thing, by the way, because this part at least, because she did.
Then why are we talking?
So my dad, and he was like, oh, why don't you do like a rap? I was like, well, gay old me a rap? No. Then he taught me that one. I was like, oh, okay. Well, good to have on the back pocket.
It's like a cipher thing, or no, what's the shit called?
A cipher?
A mixtape?
No, like you know how sometimes a bunch of rappers just like start freestyling? Is it a cipher, right?
I think that's a cipher. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cipher.
Yeah. I think so. I wouldn't know.
That's why I asked Steve. I'm like,
yeah, Steve,
you like that shit?
You like rap?
Okay.
Anyways, hi, welcome. We're heard from a friend. This is our podcast. You got me, Lee. Got Ninjubi Steve, and you got Rich Scorpion Rich. We're your guys' favorite new addiction. Hopefully, episode 5.
No,
okay.
6.
6.
This is gonna be
It's 5.
6.
No,
6. There's gonna be 6.
You just posted 4.
Yeah, I thought fourth one because I thought we even made a joke like, oh, we've been doing this long or something.
We have 4 that just released as of today.
Right.
Yeah, go watch
There's
it.
another one that we already have recorded.
Oh, we have one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
I thought we were caught up. Guys, we have a backlog.
Honestly,
okay.
I kind of want it like this because in case
Cushion.
we skipped the week
Right.
as far as recording goes because of schedules and shit. And that let us catch up 1 week, you know.
Right.
But I do kind of want to leave that week buffer because in case for whatever the fuck reason we can't record again, we have that little bit of space. So
it works.
Yeah, it works out for now. So
yeah,
as of right now, we are technically 2 weeks. Like this will be released in 2 weeks, right?
Got you.
But yeah, it's fine.
So episode 6. We're episode 6. Welcome to episode 6.
Maybe.
Hopefully you guys like us. Hopefully we get a little bit better with our sound and stuff like that. Microphone etiquette.
Okay, yeah. So
Richard yelled at us before we got on,
which makes sense though, because the last episode that we saw, which was episode 4, even I noticed it. My mic was not the greatest. Like even right now, I'm like looking at it because I was looking because the first 3 sounded just fine. I thought it was okay. And the last one, I was like, oh, what the fuck happened? But I noticed like where I was sitting, I'm not looking at myself. I'm like, okay, where are you sitting, bitch? Because if you're like over here, no. You're over here, no. Like as long as you're like somewhere in this wheelhouse, you'll be fine.
Right. It's all. I mean, like it's
do
all
that
learning
motion again.
I could also be upside down, and it's the exact same thing.
What?
I know. I'm talented.
So it's all it's all learning experiences. So
yeah,
like for me myself, like just editing these, it's like obviously like I'm learning more when it comes to doing just video shit, but audio stuff is like I don't know. I feel like I'm not making fast enough progress to learn how to like fix some stuff that I hear sometimes. So what's it called? When it comes to the first 3 episodes, it wasn't as bad. I feel like it's just because we were nervous and we were all just kind of like a lot more close to our mics like this and shit like that. Or, you know, just in general, trying to keep a more, I guess like upright position or posture. But with this last episode, like I could tell right away that we were a lot more relaxed or like a lot more used to it because we're all just kind of like our conversation was just going smooth and shit. But then as soon as like we got comfortable, then we started moving around. We're like, all right, well, this is just another like, okay, I'm gonna lay
It's
back.
just another hangout sesh. It's just another kickback.
Right, and then we're like,
Yeah.
oh well, okay, well now the mic is like our mics are barely picking up our voices,
Right.
or they're what's it called? They're picking up so much other background stuff that it's not primarily listening to our voices, which is
Not
at least in our
not the
in our
goal.
in our environments, it's like that's not an option really.
True.
But it is what it is. Eventually, we'll get the fancy Shure mics.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We all want to upgrade. We all want to audio upgrade so we can sound better.
Mm-hmm. Listen, audience, this is all up to y'all. Like, if you want us to have this shit sooner, let's share with your friends.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Shameless plugs.
Yeah, shameless.
Yo,
plug.
I'll buy a $300 fucking arm.
Oh, you know what? I'm most likely
The
might be
Elgato
doing-
one's like $200.
I have to be careful with my money, or kind of, because first topic, personal one, kind of personal. I need a new car. Not that my car is like totaled or anything crazy or anything like that. Like it's still like it's operable, but it's like if I go before when I hit 40, it sounded like a soft jet engine almost, like it was in an airplane a little bit, not as loud, but there was like constant hum. And then from 40 to 50, it was fine. Then once I got 50 to 60, then it sounded like the jet engine again. Then past 60 to 80, it was fine. So that's where my
That's easy, dude. Just turn off the NOS that you have on it.
So the 40 thing is gone now, but it still does it at 60. But now it's making the sound from 50 going up to 60. Like it'll go from not so loud to loud, and then it goes away. I think it's because I'm going so fast it can't even make the sound or some shit like that.
Fucking breaking the space. Thank
Yes.
you.
Turning up the
Basically.
radios just to drown out the noise.
So I need a new car. Lee needs a new car.
Wow.
Yeah, not brand new. I'm not gonna get anything like 2022 or 20. Not even in the 20s. I'm not nothing like that.
Like
Really?
2019, 2018.
No, yeah, no,
2019.
dude. I'm aiming for 2015. I'm not
That's
even.
not-
Yeah, I don't
Well,
want
what
anything
car?
crazy. An SUV. I want an SUV. If it's a hybrid, that'd be cool. Doesn't have to be a hybrid. If it's gonna be mileages, honestly, I like 50 gallons to the mile. If I can get something that's a little bit more on like the, I feel like that's high. I don't know. See, that's the thing too. I don't know a lot about cars or even buying a car because my cars have been either gifted to me, which was a fucking project car, which was the dumbest thing ever. The project car didn't go anywhere. I like worked on it partially and I didn't take care of it whatsoever. It's still in the house, still here. It's my fucking VW van, stuff like that. And then the other one is my mom's old car, which is the one I'm driving now. It's a 2007 Murano or 2009. So it's pretty old.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know nothing about buying a car or getting a car, so I figure 50 miles to the gallon is good. I would assume. I don't know if can I get more miles to the gallon? That's reasonable.
Realistically, that's like double what you're probably expecting out of an
That's like a
SUV. Out of an
Oh.
SUV, you said 50, so it's like 50 is like you're already pushing that with just a fucking Civic.
So the higher the gas per mpg miles per gallon, that means it guzzles less gas, right? Isn't
Yes.
that okay? Cool.
Yeah.
That's what I want though. I want the closest I can get to like a gas saver. I don't like my goal is not style. Like if it looks cute, if it looks okay, that's fine. But as long as it has a review camera, has an aux cable, and the only thing that I want that's like a luxury is a rack on the top for when we go on trips. Because that's what I want. I want it to be a friend car, or if I want to go somewhere with my friends, or if I want to go somewhere for a weekend, we can take my car. And I have racks on the top so we could tie stuff down. Just having railings on the top of a car can like open up a lot of options.
Sure.
So I'd want that, but that's not even like a super like a need. A want and a need is a rear view camera, because I will not have a backup. I will not have a backup camera.
Well,
After
lucky
having
for
one
you,
all these years, fuck that. I won't.
yeah, lucky for you, 2014 and up, most like SUVs
have it.
had a backup
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
And then you also get a touchscreen.
So that's the thing is that
Yeah, a lot of them do have that.
there's one car that I saw. I think it was Chevrolet,
Odyssey?
I think. Which is crazy. So this car, I might go for it. It's a Chevrolet. I think it was a 2015. It had only like 40,000 miles on the engine or some shit like that, and I think it was like 330 monthly payments with zero down. Because another topic. So with all this, like, because I was just curious, I was asking my mom questions, and she was like, "Okay, well." I was like, but there are people that there are, you hear on the fucking advertisements and stuff like that, zero down. You don't have to pay a single thing, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, how do I get zero down on a car? Like, if I wanted to, because if I trade in my car, it's just, I mean, it's still a trade in, but we kind of want to do a little. We want to get the things fixed on it, like the AC. We want to figure out why when I make a far right turn, and I think if I back it up, only when I back up, I'm not sure if it's going. It's only when I'm backing up. It sounds like I'm crushing rubble.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think that might be the arm or the boot or metal crackling. I don't know. It sounds like cracking. Sounds like something's cracking, breaking.
I don't think there's an arm or a boot.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know what it is, and I'm just, it's like I can't imagine it being cheap, to be honest. And then the whole engine thing, that's like, it sounds like it's just kind of has like a muzzle on top of the muffler or something's being clogged. I'm like, I can't imagine all that being cheap. And if I could just get a car and it's just gonna be fucking $300 a month or $330, and I that's easy payments for me. I have a job, I can do that. That's not that big of a deal for me.
Yeah.
I can do that. That's fine. So she was like, oh well, that only works if you have good credit. And I was like, okay, well, I haven't actually looked at my credit. Even I've had my credit card for half a year.
Do you have Chase?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
The Chase.
Well, so I downloaded Credit Karma because apparently if you look at your credit score through almost anyone, it lowers your score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
that's the dumbest fucking thing I've
because they run your report.
Fucking heard. That's fucking dumb. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck is that a thing? That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. That pisses me off.
Credit Karma doesn't.
Yes, exactly.
Credit Karma, if you're hearing this,
sponsor. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, let me just download it real quick. So I downloaded it. Apparently, I made an account with it already, and I had no idea. I was like, oh shit. Okay, well,
I feel like I remember you like years ago.
Yeah, and but I didn't know what I was doing with it. I didn't even have a credit card. Like, again, got a credit card almost like 6 months ago, maybe a little bit like maybe like 4 months. I just had no need for a credit card. Credit cards freaked me out. My parents have a terrible history with credit cards and going into debt, and they had bad credit. My mom only recently got good credit, and that's why we got the loan approved for the home improvements that we were doing, I think, or something like that, or for the car purchases that were done like 2 years ago or something. So it's really recent. So I kind of had like a bad family history with it. So I was like a little worried. So I never really bothered getting it. I'm living at home. I have a car that was working just fine. So I know, privileged. Baby fucking 20-something-year-old living at home. What a fucking millennial.
Privilege slash just like, good, like just it was just good luck. I feel like
this is the world that we live in. I live in LA and I don't work a fucking something crazy $5,000 a month job or some shit like that. Or that might even be less. I have no idea what the fucking education and decent job placements gets you fucking monthly income wise. But so I checked my credit score and it's over 700. I have good credit. I know. Bitch. I was like, I got good credit? Shut the fuck up.
People will marry for that shit, bro.
I know. Hey, yo. I got good credit. What's up? Oh. I know. I was very surprised. So I was like, yo, so I could literally like get like not almost any car, but most cars, especially if I want to get it used, which I do, and the year that I'm going for, zero down ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine.
It's like the non-luxury.
Yeah. Exactly. And I want an SUV. Like, who the fuck is I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like,
you'd be surprised. There's some
I know, dude. So I was looking at a bunch of websites and stuff like that, and they were like, okay, so you want a 2015 to 2020 at most. Here's some Porsches. Here's some Lexuses.
The Porsches.
2020. I was like, I don't want a fucking Porsche. I mean, a bitch would look good in a Porsche, no matter what kind of model it is. But a bitch don't want that kind of payment or that total cost. $45,000 for fucking. My brain is already not wanting to get a new car and just hope like The only reason
Just
why I'm
hope
down for
that
it is
it
because
gets
I don't
fixed.
have an OGS. My car is just too old. I don't want to have to constantly break it or take it or whatever, and it doesn't have. I just kind of want a car that's a little bit bigger or has a
Mhm.
little bit more space. So I just kind of, and I just feel like it's just time to just get a new car and just kind of make that big boy purchase.
Mhm.
But yeah, so new car, my credit score. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was very
Um.
surprised.
So I like as far as like when it comes to getting the or like mileage and all, or not mileage, but the miles per gallon, and then I guess what you're kind of looking for within if you're gonna get an SUV or any kind of truck. Realistically, you're gonna be lucky to find anything that gets anything more than like 22 miles per gallon.
Mm,
Um, just because they're bigger, they're heavier, so the engine has
right,
to work harder.
right.
What's it called? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like, what's it called? That's exciting. And I'm like, what? You're talking about the rear view and shit. I'm just like, or the backup camera. I'm just like, and what's that like, dude?
It's
I'm
so.
thinking
You can
about
put that
my
in any
car.
car.
I've never even okay. So I drive my sister's car before. She has a fucking 2019 Civic, I think. And it has the backup camera and all this stuff. I never use it. Like in any car that I've ever gotten into that has that stuff, I'm like, I just never instinctually look there because obviously I'm not used to it. But on top of that, I'm like, I feel like I can already do much better with just the side view mirrors. I'm like completely fine.
That's the
Uh,
talent
That's how
right
I
there. The
learned.
way I see it,
yeah.
because I, I can. I think it's because I need it because my fucking street is terrible. You guys have been down my street.
It's small.
This
That
shit is
makes sense
small
too.
and
Yeah.
tight as shit.
That
If
doesn't
I
make sense.
like the parking that I had to do today in the morning, there's no way I could have done it without at least. I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have bumped into something like slightly. It wouldn't have been aggressive, but I would have bumped a car or two
Yeesh.
twice because it was just my neighbors are fucking assholes. They're fucking dicks, and they don't park right, and they always. It seems like they do it on purpose. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did if they are doing it on purpose because dad, if you ever watch this, you're kind of an asshole to the neighbors a little bit, or have been because they parked like assholes, which makes sense. They deserve it,
Mhm.
but
What's
it's
his
also
name?
like, you're gonna
Who?
if you're gonna
His neighbor.
trigger someone, then if they react, it's kind of like, what do you expect? It's like bound to happen type of thing. So, but yeah, they like double park and they take up a lot of parking spaces and stuff
Mm.
like that. So it's just like, oh my god, and their driveways are completely open. No,
Yeah.
no car in the driveway whatsoever. Sometimes we do that, but whenever we do that, my dad is 100% being bitter because they do that, or we have to like move something out and a car's out there for a day and then that's it.
Mm.
Wasn't one time when we picked you up, like your dad had moved the car like on the grass?
That's what we do. We sacrifice our lawn. That's exactly what we
Man.
do because there's never any parking on our street where people don't know how to fucking park and double park. So we park on our fucking lawn and our lawn looks like shit for it.
Fuck.
He's one of the few that I know who have a good lawn still.
Yeah, we literally might as well, like my dad we don't even really want the lawn anymore because of the way it looks, and we just kind of want to, my opinion, I'd rather it just be like cinder block the entire way, everything, and then just on the, like, think of this is our yard, and then this is the street, so the walk path is right here, and it goes straight into the house, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a small little grass section right here on the right side, and then the lawn is like all right here, right? So I just feel like all this should be cinder blocked, cemented, and then on the right side, cinder block, and then little squares where there are little trees, little palm trees.
Like a garden?
Not even a garden, no, just like small little boxes, palm tree. Space,
Yeah, you know,
small little
palm trees are expensive.
small little box, palm tree, or just something small, a shrub. I don't fucking care. Just anything, just some green.
Pine cone.
Because all cinder block would just kind of look funky, but again, our neighbors are fucking idiots. So there's never parking on our street. And I don't think there's ever going to be because our fucking neighbors across the street have like 4 fucking kids living there and then 2 in the back. And those bitches aren't going to be moving out. So they're just going to be here and there's going to be like 5 other cars on this mug. Hell no. Hell no. And we have a car parking in the backyard too now. So it's like, I mean,
You have a backyard?
What?
well, we have a backyard and we have like an alley entrance or alley access. So we have like
Mm.
backyard parking, but we don't really use it too much because it's more for my dad's projects, whether that be a Rams golf cart that he's trying to sell off. If you guys live in LA, check out Craigslist and look for a Rams golf cart. It's for sale, I'm pretty sure. If you're a Rams fan, it's yellow, blue, and it has fucking neon lights under it that glow blue.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's the most LA shit I've
I'm trying to
fucking heard
think
in
if
a
I
while,
have a
man.
picture. I
If it was-
actually think that I do, and I meant to show it to you guys what my dad's been working on.
I'm
If all-
more
it's
surprised that
Raiders.
you have a backyard in an alley. Because I've seen your streets, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
there's no. I was like, these are just houses on houses on houses on houses.
Some houses on my street don't like at all. Yeah, some of them don't, but we do. Yeah, some houses do. That's why it's so expensive living where we live. Now
'Cause you
we're
pay
fine
for the
because we
extra
own
lot.
the house, but it's the fact that we're right around the corner from a high school, a middle school, an elementary school, and then there's a gas station like pretty close by. Like we're in a pretty sweet spot, and then we have alley access.
Mm.
So that alone just increases the
The home value.
home value because
Yeah.
of all those commodities
area.
nearby. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Even though the fucking area is like the bad side of Southgate, but fuck it. So
As long as you got bars on the window, dude, you'll be fine.
so many bars. I remember when I had a guy over. He was so cute. God, so funny. We were all done. He was leaving, and he was like, "Oh, can you unlock it? We don't have one of these on our door." It was the metal door, the security gate. I was like, okay.
It's not a security gate. It's just an extra door.
We don't
no?
live in
No,
the
it's like that's the idea. It's supposed to be security. It's supposed to be the metal gate for the
Yeah.
actual door. So I was just like, all right, click. There you go. I don't got one of those. Sorry.
The disrespect, dude.
Oh,
He's-
man.
Listen, the way I treated him, shit. It's mutual.
Oh,
Not in a bad way. He really
No, I
appreciated it.
gotcha.
And he really liked it. And he was like, God, yeah, it had been
Do
a
it
year
again?
since insert what I did. And he was like, thanks. I was like, no problem.
he still
You
thinks
get
about
his
you, dude,
chest.
for sure.
I mean, listen. So he has his Twitter. He linked it on his profile. So I checked out his Twitter like a day or two afterwards, and I looked, and he like retweeted some like husky dude shit, and I was like, I did that. I know I fucking did that. Hell yeah.
I'm in your head.
Hell yeah.
Never
I am. I'm
find
in your
anyone
head
like
like I was in
me.
your ass, boy.
God damn it.
He was cute. He was cute. But yeah.
So I was just thinking about it right now. I was like, because you started talking about neighbors, then I started thinking about mine, and I was just like, yo, I fucking hate our neighbors because
Neighbors suck. If you're
Didn't
friends with your
neighbor, like,
neighbors, good for you, you fucking psycho. But fuck, neighbors suck.
okay, so for the longest, I used to have this neighbor that lived right because we're on a corner, so like right next to us was the one who basically like interacted with us the most. He passed away, I want to say like maybe 6 years ago now, maybe a little
Damn.
less.
R.I.P.
Been that long?
Yeah, dude, like
Holy shit.
that poor man's like he was nice ish. He had his moments where he was a crotchety man, but to be fair, he ended up getting like skin cancer, which I guess causes
Makes
a lot
you
of stress.
crotchety.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I give him that benefit of the doubt. But anyway, he ended up passing, and what's it called? The house was sold to this couple, but I guess they're house flippers, and because so they were there for like maybe 3-4 years or whatever the heck it is.
Gross.
The whole
Yo,
time
Fuck
it's
you
just
house flippers. You guys ruined the house fucking economy, especially during fucking COVID, and all of you thought we have to make money. Let's flip houses.
Mhm.
Fuck.
That's my neighbor, and
Jeez.
now they live there.
That's also happened. That's also what happened. People were trying to flip
Because-
houses, and then like people that were too late on the trend got fucked over, and now they have the houses. These houses that are just sitting there.
Yeah.
And they don't want to live there because then it undervalues the house, even though they could just say it's not lived in, but then you're breaking the law and so whatever,
So anyway, what's it called? The guy was like, I guess he was he's a contractor slash all around like construction dude, because that dude would bring in his own trucks like full of just fucking dirt and shit. Because what's it called? He dug out a pool like in the backyard of the house. So they spent a shit ton of money, like actually like renovating
Also,
it,
the fucking
adding all
pool,
this fucking
Jesus.
shit. So, that happened. It's already fucking annoying because there's a bunch of fucking noise. There's dirt going around everywhere. He has like I said, these big ass fucking big rig trucks or whatever just fucking parked on the street, and we're over here like trying to find fucking parking just so that we can get in, to our house. So I think as of like last year, something around there, they finally moved out. And these new people came in, but we didn't know at the time that they were even like planning on selling it or anything. But they didn't even sell it. They rented it out to or leased it out to, I think, their friends or something.
Mhm.
It's annoying because it's like maybe 4 to 6 men who are like
All guys?
Holy
all guys,
shit.
probably
Oh,
like 30.
Fuck that. Oh, fuck that.
Like
All 30? Fuck that.
they all have
Men
their own
suck.
fucking car.
Just
Yeah.
saying. All men suck. 4 to 6 men living in one place? I don't care how neat you are. You
Mhm.
as a group suck. To
Yeah.
a certain degree.
So they all have like their own fucking cars. So we have like an extra 6 cars on the street now.
There's no
So
park.
they're
There's
parking-
no.
they
There's
started
no
parking in our
driveway or
shit.
anything.
They have a driveway, so like 2 of them park there, but still,
Okay.
it's just like
That's
they
still
start
4 more cars on the fucking street.
right.
It's a long driveway.
And then yeah, it really is. Like it's a nice house, but whatever.
It looks
So-
nice.
On top of that, I think one of them has a
I don't
baby
mean to
mama or
interrupt.
some shit.
Was
Go
that
ahead.
the fancy house that's near your place?
Yeah,
No.
the one in his the one on his left.
I thought the one that we like drove by after that party. one
No.
time, and
I
it was
still don't
like-
know who the fuck he lives there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
continue. My bad.
No, you're
Continue.
fine.
The random mansion.
I
Yeah.
was like,
This. So anyway, what's it called? I don't know if it's just one of them or maybe 2 of them. Point is, I think they have a baby mama, and what's it called? Almost every weekend now, I guess the kids come and visit or some shit. But it's not just the kids; it's also like extended family sometimes. So I remember specifically for like fucking the 4th this past, there was just like
Cars
a
upon
shit
cars
ton of
upon
cars
cars.
upon cars. Fucking, they're parking in their front lawn. Like, what's it called? Because they couldn't find parking anywhere close anymore, I guess. And the whole time, all you hear is just, I'm not a fan of kids.
Kids suck.
All you fucking hear is just
Kids
them
suck.
in the back over there, fucking loud ass music. Just what's it called? Kids screaming, like throwing each other in the pool and shit. Like, listen, all power to them. It's fine if you do it like during the day or whatever, because realistically, who the fuck is gonna be complaining too much about that? But at the same time, I'm just like, like
How close are they? Are they
literally right next there. Yeah.
There's a wall that just blocks you guys off,
Yeah.
right?
For me, it's not as bad just because I come in my room and I just fucking put on my headphones. I can't hear shit anyway.
Right.
But then what's it called? Because they're right next to us, my mom's window is like pointed right there, and
Poor mama.
they've been doing their thing until like fucking 3-4 in the morning, and it's just
Hell
like
no.
yeah.
Hell no.
So-
I
and
lose
we
my
don't-
shit.
We don't want to be dicks because
Oh.
they're new, but at the
Okay.
same time, it's like
You want me to do something?
no, because I'm sure like my brother already said like they haven't done it in a bit, but my brother already said like yeah, I'll fucking handle it if something happens. And I'm
gonna
like,
say.
you know what? Like you fucking do that because I know my brother's good with confrontation. What's it called?
He's
But
gonna show him Punchy, dude, in the third.
Punchy.
Like, you see this? You see this big ass dog?
Punchy's just gonna
Bow
pee,
wow.
dude. Pobrecito.
Aw.
He's such a nervous little wreck, dude. But he's like as long as like it's on the other side of the door, he'll start fucking barking and obviously like trying to protect or whatever. But
Oh,
like
cute.
if you startle him in any way, like he'll just like go down and just if he's too scared, he'll pee a little bit. It's sad.
Oh,
Oh,
he's a
4
big
to
dog. He's cute though.
4 to 6 men. I mean, that's not too different from what I was saying that we should do. Like, all 3 of us should buy a house or whatever.
that's the
but
okay. So that's the
That's
other thing.
3
I was gonna,
people and maybe like 1 to 2. Okay, 1 significant other and then like 1 random guy showing up every other day or some shit like that. But
That
that's
was-
only for like an hour.
that was the other thing I was gonna say too. I was like, we asked them how much they're charging them for like rent and shit.
Mm.
It's like $4,000. And
Oh wow.
I was like,
Bitch, what?
I was like, I'm guessing that's friend prices, considering that I'm pretty sure they are friends. But if that's like how most people do it, I'm like, hey, yo, you guys want to move in somewhere?
I'm about to say,
Like-
dude, $4,000 and you get a pool and it's split. I mean, I get why they have 4 to 6 people living there. How many do you know? Do you know the layout of the place? Do you know how many rooms and stuff like that? Like,
You've been in my
you could-
house, so of the main
Damn.
house.
You can Google map it.
I've been in there. I've been in there.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
many
you
how many
saw it,
rooms?
right? I remember
No,
you
because
saw
I
it.
used to. I pet sit for our old neighbor, the one that died. I pet sat for him a couple times, and from what I remember, at least, it's the main living room, the kitchen. They had a garage, and I think it had like 3 bedrooms. They did a lot of renovation, so I don't know what they've changed. Um, and then obviously like 2 bathrooms, I think. But it's not a bad place, like legitimately. And I don't know what they've done because
I like,
last time I went in there, it was very like it still looked like it was like 90s type of house layout.
the style.
Yeah,
It looks like it hadn't been fixed up in a long
I'm
time.
pretty
Yeah.
sure they added a room, most likely. Well, I don't even know. 3. So you
Probably
said
just
how many
extended
bedrooms?
it.
Was it 3?
I
No, you
think
said?
yeah. From what I remember, at least
Is there a
um,
back house?
there used to be
Okay, maybe
uh,
they renovated that to another space.
no, because there's no back
pool's
house
there.
anymore. Yeah, they
Oh, I figured the back house was like I don't know. So I figured back house, pool, main house, or some shit like that.
the
Also,
whole
it's just-
backyard is just
Pool,
yard
basically.
and pool. Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I calculator. So it's $1,000 if it's 4 men. It's $666 if it's 6 men. Splitting a $4,000 rent cost.
Yeah. So I was just like, that's not bad, to be honest, for a whole
That's not-
fucking house.
That's not terrible, but the 1,000. I'm not paying that for rent. I'm paying that for a mortgage. I'm paying that for like to live there. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I was gonna say, yeah, my home mortgage is like $1,006, something
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah, but that's all. But
Oh.
you're also like, the goal is to own it. They're
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
renting it.
We're paying
I'm
to
good.
to
Hell
own
no,
it. Yeah,
4,000.
not fucking
Yes.
throwing money away.
Well, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
I'm like, it makes sense for for people. I guess like in a sense too. I'm like they're all friends. They're all, at least from what I can tell, they're all just what's it called? Put up for a place that I think they're only gonna stay at for like a year, which it is a lot of money considering all things considered. But at the same time, it's like if you have people willing to pay
Pay?
that, like at least like help out, especially like in this area where I'm at, where what's it called, there's so many things close around. I feel like that's kind of worth it.
I feel like for a limited time, or for
Mhm.
like just to like do it for however long. Yeah, I think I'd move somewhere and live somewhere for like 6 months to a year. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I mean, that's literally signing a lease for an apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd do that. But I again would I guess I would prefer a house. But I wouldn't want to do it with 4 to 6 people. That's kind of like
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like
That's you're all
There's just too many
sharing-
bodies.
Everybody's sharing a room, and I can imagine there's at minimum 2 bathrooms.
yeah.
Hopefully,
Everyone's just
men?
fucking waiting. Yeah.
some
Listen,
men are clean, but not all men.
I was
are
gonna
clean.
say, I don't think these guys are
I
clean.
mean, I should say not all people. It's mostly people can be unclean, but let's be honest, men don't have a good track record of being cleanly. We've all been to fucking public bathrooms.
I've heard girls' bathrooms or women's bathrooms are a lot worse.
They
though.
are. They are.
Sometimes,
like-
Just always tells me how bad they are.
yeah, sometimes.
She's like,
yeah.
dude, she's like, I understand, like, you guys pee on the seat. She's like, how the fuck do girls get pee on the seat?
Ew.
She's like, or there's shit everywhere. I'm like,
Oh,
what's
God.
happening?
That's
I
gross.
was like, what's happening in those stalls, dude? Because what the fuck? Like,
Fix your squat. Fix your squat.
fuck,
Get
at
that
least
angle
in your
right.
squat.
I,
You slip off your heel or what?
The little slip.
it's like
Ooh.
well, like for guys, like all we have to worry, in a sense, for most guys, all you have to worry about is just peeing and pooping. But then girls, you also have to add in blood to that mix.
Sanitation.
Well,
There's
right. I'm
a
just
lot
talking like
more nuance to it when it comes to women. Yeah, that's true.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, like what's it called? Anytime that I've talked to women about this, they're like, yeah, like they're always like the bathrooms are always just so fucking dirty. And they always just completely for some reason they smell like death in there. This is
Gross.
like really fucking bad. I'm just like I'm
Gross.
like really curious as to like what actually like
How does it
happens
get
in
to
the
that point?
yes
Yeah.
exactly and like
Like, oh, what are you eating?
what's the difference here? Like, what the fuck are like girls doing different than guys? Like,
It's all that fiber, dude.
I guess so.
Um,
Uh-huh.
to get away from the bathroom talk, have you guys seen the shit about? Do you guys? Okay, well,
Shit.
first question.
Hmm?
Oh, it's still about men. Full circle. So connecting. God, what a good transition.
men are
Speaking of shitty men,
Disgusting. Uh-huh.
have you guys or do you guys know of Andrew Tate?
Oh, dude, don't. I
Okay, well,
fuck that
I'm not
guy.
surprised Steve knows Andrew Tate.
Dude,
Uh,
fuck that guy.
I feel like I've heard the
dude.
name, but I
Oh,
don't know exactly.
I
Dude,
just saw a
Explain for
video.
me and the audience, Lee.
Andrew
Oh.
Tate is a piece of shit.
He's a scum of the
That's it.
fucking earth of men.
He's so most likely
disgusting.
so the reason why I guess he's making rounds. I don't know if this clip is new. I don't know if it's from a recent thing, but
Wait, can I cut you off? Is it the one where he's talking about like 25-year-olds?
yes, that is.
Ah,
See, so
dude.
I don't know if this clip is new.
It's new.
Okay, so it's new because that's the reason why he's on everybody's radar now. So Andrew Tate is basically a
Sexist.
a misogynistic, sexist, toxic
Narcissist.
masculine,
Dope.
wannabe alpha sigma male, beta kappa, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself.
You want to know
He's
the
a
best
frat
way to
boy.
describe him?
Like-
I seen is, if you ever seen the movie American Psycho, and the
Okay.
character that what's his name?
Christian Bale's the main character?
Yeah.
Bateman?
He's a
Is it- or what's his name?
psychopath?
But yeah.
The main
Well,
character.
His name's Christian Bate, but the actor,
Yeah,
I forget his name.
Christian Bale. Isn't that
Christian Bale, yeah. So his character is literally what fucking Andrew Tate is.
A psychopath?
Okay, listen. Christian Bale in fucking American Psycho is weirdly hot.
Oh, dude, he's young. He's hot as shit.
Just no, I mean, but like even him, like when he's
Oh.
like kind of just not being a psycho the way he looks, he's still kind of like weirdly hot.
Anyways,
Christian
continue.
Tate though is just kind of a piece of shit. At least,
No, he is not kind of.
yeah, he is a piece of shit. At least Christian Bale in American Psycho, I can't remember. What's his character's name? Chris.
Christian Bate.
Christian Bate.
Yeah.
At least he is a piece of shit, but he thinks it and he doesn't say it.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate thinks it and then says it, but only thinks the words, but doesn't think of like what he's actually saying. He just thinks it and then just speaks it with no afterthought, no forethought, just
No
goes for it.
filter, just
Or maybe you know what? No,
whatever
there
comes
is
to- whatever
there
comes to
is
his mind.
thought. There is thought to it, but
Yeah.
it's like just not the dumbest. It's
It's just word vomit, dude.
it's so weird. It's so whack. It's so
I
fucking-
don't. I
He makes
honestly
me want to
don't
smoke
know.
weed. I'm looking for my pen. He makes me want to smoke weed. That's this
You
kind of
caused
person,
this.
dude. Oh my god. So
I
so-
honestly don't know if he's doing it like if this.
no. This is
I-
actually him. There's a clip of him on when he was. I guess he. So I don't
The
really
radio
know
thing.
much about Andrew Tate. I should look it up because it would also help because it is from interview. I think he's from like the MMA world or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And there was like an interview that he was doing or some shit like that. MMA interview. But
So, what at least trying to get to is
yeah.
yeah. So basically, there's an interview and
Gross.
he talks about how like basically the role of what a woman should be in a household
Oh, we're getting into this again.
and
Oh,
n-
I remember what he said. Sorry.
no, this is worse than from what we talked about.
Oh,
He so the interview the reason why I bring it up is also because I'm gay. So just to give context to my LGBTQI plus A people fam, he believes that being trans is a mental illness, and the way he talked about it was how like if you fall asleep one day as a man and then wake up the next day and believe and feel that you're a woman, you're mentally ill. There's something wrong with you. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks you for your fucking point of view, you juiced up idiot. Thanks.
And now his new statement.
Yeah, his new statement is
Oh
it's
God.
basically older women that are 25 and up have had too much basically too much experience. Ladies, you all have too much experience for this man. Too much.
25 and older.
Too much baggage. And so he prefers women that are 18 to 19 years old who are most likely
What
fresh
the
out of high
bro?
school, have only had
Ew.
at least one boyfriend, don't have any world experience, don't have any other past engagements, any other hangups, have any other issues, and are willing, or not willing, but are ready for him to imprint himself on them. He wants to imprint himself on these young, impressionable women.
Bro, this guy is
Fucking
That's-
Jacob,
That's
bro,
almost a
for
direct
fucking
quote. I'm
Twilight.
pretty sure if I could look it up and find it, the exact wording, he for sure does say he wants
Yeah.
to imprint.
I like.
on these women.
I don't mean to laugh at his statement. I'm laughing at how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Who the
but
fuck-
just to clear that out. But yeah, this man literally said that if you're from 24 to 25 older, yeah, that you're too emotional. You've gone through too much. You have too much. There's too much wrong with you. But if you're 18, 19, that's the perfect age
What
range
the
because
fuck,
yeah,
bro?
dude, he basically described what he would like to do to groom people.
Exactly.
I'm
Okay.
like, you're
It's
disgusting.
It's some groomer ass fucking behavior.
Literally.
And he sits there in
Oh
a
my
chair
God.
with his leg crossed, no emotion, no filter, just onward.
With a gar, with a fucking cigar. This man is sitting
Yeah.
here with a group of other fucking men, and he's got just a bunch of yes men, some goober ass looking motherfucker. Like, yeah, bro, yeah, fuck you. It's always like there's a fucking issue to be. If there's always a fucking issue with the women that you're dating, maybe there's something you should look at.
Yeah.
What's
At that
the
point, I'm
one
pretty sure
thing-
you're the issue here.
Yeah, what's the one factor that's the constant in your relationship with these women?
Jesus
It
fucking
might be
Christ.
you, bud,
Yeah.
because it's most likely you.
And that guy's been making waves over these controversial conversations, but it's like,
yeah,
dude,
this is the
every
nearest level.
time is just like, how does he fuck it up even more? And
So-
it's crazy.
The only reason why I know or bothered to like really look up anything about Andrew Tate because he was not even on my radar. Thank God he's not on. See, so ladies and anyone that's listening, if you this one thing that I noticed that women are doing now on TikTok, and that's why it's on my feed because I'm an emotional little cancer being. Cancer. I'm not gonna fucking put my 3 because some of you bitches are crazy and will understand the way I work with my 3. Fuck you. You only get cancer. That's it. I get a lot of like female content, stuff like that, makeup or whatever. But one thing that I got have been getting is women going up to their significant others, their boyfriends or significant others in general, and are saying, "Hey, babe, do you know who Andrew Tate is?" Yes. Red flag number 1. What do you think about his videos? And then some of them, a good portion of them are like, "Yeah, they're cool. I like listening to him, and he's got really good takes." And blah. It's like, that's a big ass red flag number 2, and you better walk the fuck away before you get a fucking number 3, bitch. There ain't no 3 strikes when it comes to Andrew Tate. That's one and done, bitch. That's
Oh
a one and
my
motherfucking
God.
done. Yeah.
I honestly only know about him because of these videos.
So-
He was never like a conversation
Yeah,
that
that's
I
the first
ever
I've
looked
heard.
up
Same.
Okay.
or
Exactly.
ever looked him up. Apparently, he had a radio show and a fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, he did.
And I never knew
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah. I think he still
blew
might
up.
have the podcast, to be honest, I think.
Yeah, he blew up because of the podcast.
Yeah,
Because
because
of
of his
that
fucking
clip that
takes.
people. Because of the takes, like
Yeah.
he basically told someone like, "Hey, B word, like you sit down, like you speak when I
Wasn't
speak.
he
Like
the
you're
one-
you're invited. I invited you.
It
so
was the
you
group
listen
of
to what the
girls,
fuck-"
right?
Yes.
Wow.
In Miami.
Have you seen
He was
that,
in
that,
Miami.
that clip, Richard?
No, I haven't. This is the
It's-
first I've heard
it's-
of
oh my
any
god,
of this shit.
bro!
It's-
This
oh my
clip
it's
pissed me
so
God.
off. I would have
bad.
lost mine, and oh my god, these women! Oh, I was so fucking mad.
And the one
he
the
invites a group of girls. Like I guess they went clubbing or whatever,
Okay.
Mhm.
and then they were gonna come back, and they were gonna do a podcast because, wow, fucking whatever, fucking record a podcast with a bunch of hottie baddies that you brought from a club, and why not? Whatever content. And he's like just disrespecting these women nonstop, calling them bitches, calling them dumb sluts or whatever. Like maybe I'm not properly wording it, but he's just so fucking disrespectful. And then he like says one time, he's like, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Then he says it again. And this girl's like, you know what? I'm done. She takes off her headphones, she's going, and then she's gonna leave. And then he's like, see, that's right, that bitch right there. And then he's like talking shit about her. She's going away, and she comes back. She's like, you don't fucking talk to me like that. You don't fucking know me like that. And then she's like getting more and more pissed, of course. But then it's just a group of fucking yes man, group of baby Andrew Tates that are like, no, get the fuck out. We brought you into this space, blah, 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 this. And there's women that are fucking going along with what the fuck Andrew Tate and his dumbass fucking conies are saying.
Yeah.
His fucking, what am I trying to think, henchmen. And he's just like, bro.
It's bad.
Yo.
It's such an uncomfortable video to watch, though.
There is no sisterhood. There's no fucking family. There's no I'm just like, I don't know. Even if a gay person, a twink, what, like, listen, it's gonna sound racial, but like, let's, in the gay community, little white gay twinks, little homies. I was gonna say the other word, but I realized we're recording. Little fucking gay twinks. I swear to God, they're like not the bane of our community, but it's like that's like the joke. It's like, oh my God. So, but if someone's gonna be disrespectful to someone that I think is fucking annoying, I'm still gonna say something because that's like unrelated family. You know, I'm part of that community. Like, we go through too much as it is. Why the fuck are you women not standing up for other women like that? Are you kidding me? That is crazy. If I had to, oh God, the way he was talking to these women, these people, oh man, I was mad.
There's a whole like women standing up for women thing, dude. That's a straight up fucking human standing up for another.
Yeah,
human,
no,
bro.
100%. But like at the very least, in that room, there's women there. All of you should be leaving. Everyone there is like.
Yeah.
How old were
It was
they?
bad.
So stupid. They're all 20s, in their mid 20s or something like that. Or maybe like the youngest, because they're at a club, 21. You would hope. You know, some of us were under 21 and going to clubs, but yeah, it's
right. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm only asking because okay, so like when it comes to that shit, you know, there is the whole power dynamic, I guess, social kind of pressure. Because okay, so realistically, this guy's a fucking predator all around. In a sense, it's like the whole 18 and 19 shit is like, okay, that's already fucking, that's grooming. You're fucking taking, whether he'll admit it or not, and I can't prove this. Obviously this is just speculation on my part. He's talking to underage girls for sure. At least in my opinion.
We would have to assume it's all assumptions. We're not like actually saying it. Yeah,
this is all assumptions here. This is all just fucking predatory behavior where it's like, oh, like 25, blah blah blah, they're all fucking fucked up or whatever. No, what you're saying is you can't easily fucking manipulate them because they fucking had their run around with people like him. They fucking had their kind of experiences where they're already like, okay, well, I value myself more than, like, realistically somebody fresh out of high school going into college. They don't fucking know. They're learning about the world. They're learning about what's the social norms are. What
they're just discovering the world, basically.
Yeah,
so
they're discovering
they don't even
the world
know who they
themselves.
are at that
Exactly.
point. Almost like you think you know who you are, but bitch, once
like there's
a 18 me when I was 18 and me now.
18 to 24 is literally that age of like you're discovering what you want out of yourself / like what you expect of others. 25 and up, that's like, it really is a bit of a flip where you're in a sense of like, okay, this is what I want, and now I'm gonna start working towards what I want.
Self-reflection, and then working towards your goals. Yeah,
like that's where you gain a bit of self-worth in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's already red flag number 1. The whole fucking that just I don't know. I'm pissed.
Just everything that he says is a red flag. Honestly, everything. I don't know.
Just garbage spewing out of his mouth.
I would love to talk to someone that doesn't see like his behavior as a red flag. Not like a dude that believes in what he says, because that's not what I don't give a shit about people that think like that.
That's the other thing.
I want to know is people, women specifically, because he is straight. So I'm going to say women, or I guess anyone, because I would assume there are some other people that are just into him for whatever reason. I want to talk to anyone that's attracted to this man and like is into what he says, but mostly attracted to him, and just ask why. I just want to know why.
Yeah.
What's the draw?
I mean, that's the same thing with that documentary that just came out on Netflix with Hunter Moore.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either.
It was the guy who was like notoriously infamous for like posting, like there was this big time during Twitter where he was posting, I don't know if you could bleep it out or if you could say he was posting revenge
Oh,
like on
Oh,
Twitter.
that's not a bad like word or
I
whatever.
I'll just take it out.
It's
either way,
Okay.
it
just to be
was
safe.
yeah, it was but yeah, he was posting shit like that. And this girl when there's it's like a three episode thing on Netflix right now, but
When was
he's
this?
basically one of this was like early around the time maybe when we met Brian, maybe a year or two before that.
So like
Around the time.
Overwatch then.
2015,
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah,
Overwatch?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, fair.
but
Yeah.
but the title of it is the most infamous man in the world because of like how it went down, how he ended up in jail, and he was I think he was like a DJ, but yeah, like there's videos of him like making out with a bunch of girls. He was always posting drugs, like him basically like it was revenge. He was posting like he was posting a bunch of shit. It was bad,
the
but
fuck? The revenge guy was just elected to office in Kansas. That's the first thing that pops up when you Google revenge Twitter guy.
no,
So-
type in Hunter Moore with 2 O's.
This might be him.
He got
No,
it.
the guy's in jail.
Is
Okay.
he?
I'm not trying to
I
find the
believe
guy's
so.
name.
Anyway, I was also gonna talk about, or I was gonna say also like the whole power dynamic thing. I didn't finish my thought just because I was like, as for the yes men that he has around him, as well as the girls that didn't defend the other girl, I'm thinking towards like David Dobrik. So for people that don't know, David Dobrik got in very big trouble because he basically like convinced one of his friends slash another creator to get on a crane. I forget. Point is, he like people were basically outing him, saying that he had been using like whether it was intentional or not, his power, like his like how big of a creator he is, to
Right.
kind of like coerce people into doing things. Like there was one where this underage girl started drinking because what's it called? Everybody, or like it was kind of like expected of him to be able to be in that video or whatever the fuck that they were doing, and like I said, it's just more along the lines of like if like a lot of people will go along with something if they feel like the more powerful person or more influential person has
Yeah.
is like making this seem okay slash expected of you. It's kind of like the boss dynamic in like in a work environment where like the boss would be like, hey, if you do this for me, like I'll get you that raise, I'll get you that fucking what's it called promotion. What's up?
I think you found them.
Oh,
I found him, but it wasn't Twitter. He made a website called Anyone Up. It's not
Yeah.
no longer there. I think it might still be there, but it links somewhere else, and I'll just say what it is for a second. So an excerpt for this Yahoo article says, while Moore has claimed that revenge never been the original purpose of the website, is Anyone Up became a forum for users to share explicit images of people they knew, linking the photos to real social media profiles. So
like people snaps and shit, sending nudes and shit.
People
like that.
were sharing nudes of people that were sent to them, but linking their profiles.
Yeah,
with the nudes.
Like the girls, like they were like it obviously was just girls.
Why?
And they were like tagging their shit.
I mean, okay, not even okay. I kind of not even get it, but I can kind of guess why. It's like just exposing someone for being, I don't know, easy or whatever. Like it's a kink. It's most likely a kink. But it's like, can't you just, oh God, can't you just get consent for shit like that? Jesus Christ. Moore allegedly refused to remove pictures from the website at behest of the victims, many of whom said the files had been stolen through hacks or by malicious ex-partners. The subricate, I don't know how to say that. The most hated man on the internet originated from a Rolling Stones article published after Moore had been widely criticized for his website's practices. He was also renowned for his unapologetic response to criticisms, responding to complaints or requests to remove content with messages such as LOL. And that was it. That's all he would send messages to some people when they would ask him to remove it. So, What happened to the website? The domain is anyoneUp.com, was sold in 2012 to web entrepreneur James McGibney. The website subsequently altered to direct traffic to an anti-bullying website.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
There is also now far stricter laws prohibiting revenge porn from being shared online in countries including the UK and the US. At the time of Moore's internet infamy, Is Anyone Up was shockingly legal. At the time, it was shockingly legal to post nudes of other people, but because of him, revenge porn is now illegal in the US and in the UK. Hunter Moore, everybody. Hunter Moore.
Yeah,
What
that guy's a piece
of shit.
Oh my.
He's just as shitty as Andrew Tate.
Oh my
dude.
god.
Except
wow.
Andrew Tate just fucking spews nonsense.
Fucking.
No, but yeah, Andrew Tate does give me, just to touch on what you were saying, Richard, because I was listening.
Yeah.
Talented.
No, you're fine.
He for sure does give me, because of all his fucking cronies all around him, he gives me like David Dobrik vibes. But like if David Dobrik went to the gym and fucking, I don't know, was
on a testosterone high type of shit. Yeah.
Lost all his hair.
He does give me David Dobrik vibes. Not to say that David Dobrik is all the things we're saying or whatever,
bald.
because a lot of these
Ew.
people, I don't know. I just think of all the people
sorry.
that like get talked about by random people, and then they're like, find them, not find them, but find them. You know, just saying we're not like directly saying these are all for sure. We're just giving our opinions.
They are solely based on our ideology and opinions.
Yeah. Here's my opinion. Andrew Tate, fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Whether you'll ever see this or not, who knows? But either way, fuck you.
So, yes.
Well, because you started talking about like, okay, so kind of like a little bit of a tangent / not, because we started talking about like, you know, dumbasses who like just kind of spew whatever the fuck comes to their mind.
Right.
I literally just saw this morning. Have you heard of, Alex Jones?
Oh, fucking Infowars person or whatever. Yeah, okay.
The guy who got banned off of YouTube?
The guy who got banned off of YouTube, who's just all around fucking dumb moron who just says shit for the attention of it. It's the what? The fucking.
What do you mean, dude? The UFO shit wasn't real?
It's the one that I fucking love using is like they're putting chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay.
That's the one that he did with Joe Rogan.
How much of a lunatic do you have to be to say shit like that?
I don't know.
That's
how
the Joe
Alex
Rogan
Jones
one, dude.
or why Alex Jones held on to his or still hold on to his platform at, like where he's at. I don't know how they just
unbanned.
It's ridiculous.
I'm only bringing this up because, and this is okay. So a little bit of a touchy subject, because it does involve Sandy Hook.
Yes. Yeah. I know what comment you're talking about.
Right.
Oh, I don't.
So
he's stupid.
Again, piece of shit. He straight up said on I guess it was his show. He said that he didn't think that Sandy Hook was real. That he thought it was staged. He thought it was a hoax. That they just put child actors there to pretend that they were dead and shit.
Wow.
Fucked up. Stupid piece of shit. Anyway, some of the parents came out and they're suing him because they're saying like, hey, like what's it called? You're kind of like defaming us, and on top of that, you're causing like a lot of fucking mental stress, and all of this other stuff because basically his listeners started harassing them online, like the parents.
Oh, wow.
And it's fucked up. Like one, you've already lost your kid, and now you're it's been a couple of years since then, but now it's all coming back.
Yeah.
It's all coming back because people are sending you death threats because they're saying like, oh, you're faking it, blah blah blah. Anyway, he got sued, and he's trying to allege that he never, I guess in a sense, talked about it. One of the main points is saying that he never sent texts regarding Sandy Hook or whatever. And dude, so the lawyers for the parents, he brought up
or something like
so
that.
he brought up that I guess like a couple days ago, Alex Jones' lawyers fucked up and they sent all of his phone transcripts, all of his texts. They accidentally sent them to the parents' lawyers, without meaning to. So now he had their lawyers have fucking evidence of him actually talking about it, basically catching him in his lies and all this bullshit. And like saying like, everything that he says in court is just fucking bullshit. He's lying under oath, all this
Under oath?
stuff. Um, like it was just fucking. It was so fucking cool. Like just like you start thinking about like how like the fucking Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial went. And you know how like some of these things came up or whatever, and people were watching and they were like, oh, like that was like a cool moment from Johnny's lawyers or whatever, right? Like this one was just like straight out of a fucking movie. Like there's a clip of it on YouTube. You can watch it. It's just like like this stage like the biggest like reveal slash like just insane movie like turning point or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it just reminded me of that, the whole fucking dumbasses spewing whatever the fuck that they want. And
I'm like skimming through this Vice article, and everything that I'm reading that happened during the trial is just making me, it's giving me whiplash.
So, like
it's too much.
The whole trial has literally been a fucking joke. Like this man is
crazy.
An actual fucking lunatic, psycho. Just God. Like, it's like, how are you real?
I didn't even know that he was getting was being sued, by the families, and he actually has already lost one of the defamation trials by default. He apparently has already lost one of them. So
probably gonna lose all of them.
Yeah, usually when you lose one, that is grounds for the other lawsuits. So they could just use that, and that carries weight in court. That's why
what if his lawyers like didn't do it accidentally?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how you do that.
How do you
do that by accident though?
Because
like,
I feel like
really thinking about it.
Well, because you have to share evidence with lawyers,
right? So because everybody has to see what everyone's bringing, so it's a fair playing field. Basically,
what I think would probably happen is that they sent the text in there accidentally, and they probably or at least like they meant to say like, oh, this is like off record, or this is not supposed to be part of it.
Information, right?
But I guess they never
the fucking defendants.
I guess they never like explicitly made that known. And what's it called? They're like, okay, it's fair game. Like you're fucked. Like I have evidence that what's it called? You did talk about it, and you're fucking lying under oath and all this shit. So it's just like
Jesus.
So all this time you're gonna tell me frogs aren't gay because the chemicals in the water didn't?
Listen, the LGBTQ
they were born like that.
plus a alphabet mafia. I am part of it. I can say it. We have made frogs our new thing, and frogs are gay. Thank you, Alex Jones.
Thank you, Alex Jones.
Thank you, Alex Jones. That's the one thing you did right.
The one contribution.
The one contribution to the LGBTQIA plus community. You gave us back our frogs. Appreciate.
Speaking. Okay, really quick too. Did you hear about the fucking PEPE shit? Like, this was a while ago. I don't know if it was a thing. Well, because like you said, like, frogs are gay, and then Alex Jones or whatever. For a while, the right, like, racist people were using PEPE as a fucking symbol. So,
oh no,
yeah, like it's only like
not Pepe
recently that, or I guess not super recently, but like
not our memes.
Yeah, like a while ago, we finally took him back, and then Peepo became a thing too, where it's just like, yeah, he's not a fucking weird ass like. Racist meme. It's just stupid
it's like,
images.
Hey, fuck you, Pepe's not racist.
Yeah,
you are.
So you have like sort of like just people are. It's like whatever. During Pride Month or even before, there was this thing that was going around of this homophobic dog, and it was just this dog that would look at the camera with like a side eye, and it says,
"Oh my god,
I've seen it
in the room" or some shit like that, or like. You make me want to say the F slur. I was like, dude, I love this dog. This dog is awesome.
I've seen it. And what's it called?
There's a picture that I have that's like homophobes, LGBT community, homophobic dog. That dog is so cute. And the best part, and not even the best part, you kind of feel bad for them, but the family or the owners of the dog were like, so just so you guys know, the mom and dad of this dog, we are gay. Just to make it better.
That's
I think
so
it's
ironic.
Two women. I think they're lesbians, or it might be two men, but they're queer, and they have this dog. And like he supports, and then they like post pictures of him with like flags or whatever, like basically counter memes. But it's like, no, these are too good. I should make a folder. I have like 20 or 30 pictures of him just with a bunch of these memes.
Oh,
People thought they
man.
did something, and it really just gave everybody a good laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it called? The it's just dark humor, man.
It's-
Like I love that
It is
shit.
dark
Great. That's
humor.
why, because it's like, come on, a dog. Like, just to kind of give context, like a dog, a dachshund, a little white dachshund. It's so cute. That's why it's so ridiculous. Like, God, if dogs could talk and a dog said that to me, I would laugh. I would laugh at its face because it's so fucking ridiculous.
It's dark
That's
humor.
the best part about it.
Yeah, it's dark humor / just what's
Yeah.
it called? It's self-deprecating humor. Like honestly, like let's be real here. Like Gen Z and like all of at least everybody on
Millennials to
most
Gen
people on
Z.
the internet.
Right.
Like that's our cup of tea right there. It's just fucking making fun
We're
of our
a
own
sad,
situations.
dark bunch of people.
I
Dude,
love
we
it.
were making fun of real life situations when we were
Yeah.
about to fucking go to war with fucking North Korea.
Yeah, the memes
People are
were
like, yo,
fucking-
dude.
Switzerland's out here making, or who the fuck was it? No, the fucking Ukraine was making memes
Yeah.
out of going to war with
Dude,
Russia,
Russia.
dude.
It was
Yeah.
so bad.
yeah, that's the world, dude. That's where we live in. The internet is
Twitter's
one
successful.
big meme machine.
Along with that, so I don't know if you guys saw like this whole thing that's going down with China or whatever.
Because of the
Nancy Pelosi going to Thailand or whatever.
visiting or whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
I can see
I
that.
had seen a tweet, but I didn't pay much attention because I was at work when I saw it. But what happened?
Basically, the China was kind of like taking it as like a little bit of a threat that Nancy Pelosi was going to Thailand because they're like, oh, you're supporting them in a sense, or like you're getting too close to us, blah blah blah, some shit like that. Point is, the whole time, like
Oh my
they're
God, the Nancy
like,
Pelosi memes that came afterwards.
things were escalating. Every like what's it called? That like armies were getting closer and shit. The fucking internet is just going like to town with these fucking memes. Like the main one is that the China's what the fuck is he, prime minister, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody says he looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Aw.
So
Oh no!
it sucks, dude. And like you see all of these fucking
Aw.
Winnie the Pooh like China like propaganda or whatever the fuck. It's just like, oh no.
Sir, the minute you own the meme is the minute the meme loses power, by the way.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
dude. I don't know, dude. The people who make these memes are gonna be the reason why, like,
Well,
something that's a serious issue is gonna become an issue, and then they're gonna be like, it's because of this. And I can only imagine just a propaganda picture of Winnie the Pooh with the
Aw.
fucking with the
No.
Chinese flag in the background of it.
I'm pretty sure there is something like
There
that on
is.
the
I'm
internet.
sure
I
there
can
is. Oh, yeah, for
guarantee
sure.
it.
so
But I'm saying, like, that's what they're gonna use and be like, this is the reason why we went to war.
well, cause okay,
This
so
is why.
they were also saying too, or I saw somebody say, I forget who, they were saying that these are just the evolution of what's it called, war cartoons, or like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's-
I didn't think about that.
Disney was notorious about that.
Yeah.
Holy
because
shit.
like fucking back in fucking World War II and all
Yeah,
this
there
shit,
was like cartoons, like in the newspaper, like the
Right.
funnies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this is literally
I didn't
just
think about
that.
that. Wow.
Yeah.
Memes are just us fucking like making fun of a serious situation because we're like,
That's funny.
hey, it's fucking
Just-
dark out there, but at least we're getting a little
At least we got
laughs out of it.
yolks. That's funny.
Hey, some people really hit the nail on the hammer with those jokes though.
They're
Like
fucking
I've seen
funny,
some
dude.
that like really have busted me into tears where I'm like, I have to share this with my friends.
They're so
This
fucking
is-
funny.
Speaking of busting into tears, I think this will be the last topic because it is the last thing that was on my list because I don't think we've talked about it yet. Was the new Valorant season. I wanted to talk about it just because it kind of relates because I think this season is the worst season I've ever had to deal with people or the community in general in Valorant.
Oh,
I fucking hate the new season so fucking much. I don't know if it's because of the rank change or whatever. We're all gamers, by the way. I bring it up because I don't think we've talked about video games.
we like
I just
once.
thought about it. It still relates. It
Yeah.
still relates to what we're talking about because
No, it's
it's
fine.
toxic and the community is toxic and people suck.
It's
But
getting worse.
yeah, it's just I think because Valorant, it's a shooter for people that don't know that are thankfully not spending money and
Free to
time
play.
as much as we do, and it's free to play.
Yo, right, if you hear
Valorant.
this, give us the gun buddy.
It's not free, dude. It costs your mental.
So it's a competitive shooter that is very precise, and it's just think of those if you've ever seen. I'm pretty sure everybody has some form of idea or
Call of
feeling
Duty.
or experience with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Mix that with like super nerdy toxic 13-year-olds or whatever. I mean, or I'm trying to think of how to describe a League of Legends community. It's basically League of Legends community, Riot community meets COD Bros, and then they just made Valorant the Valorant community.
Yeah, people are saying that the fucking COD lobbies are coming back because of how Valorant's
It's
been going.
bad.
So I think it's because that was my point is the rank change with us Ascendant being in the mix now. I think it brought everyone that was super low, that was kind of like where they should have been, brought them up a little bit. And then, in turn, they were teamed up or queued with other people that were in those lobbies. Then they kind of, in turn, were just going up, and now they're in the lobbies where they shouldn't be almost. At least people that communication-wise, because we all know that in the later lobbies, it seems like, so for people that don't know, it seems like the lower lobbies are a mix of people that have core issues with their gameplay, whether it be communication, gameplay awareness, or just all around aiming, but I feel like the one issue that like floods or just takes over the lower lobbies or lower ranks is communication. It's just comms, communicating, talking. It's just so toxic. It's just so annoying now. I don't know what's going on. Like everybody, it sucks.
Yeah.
It
Dude, I haven't
sucks.
even dealt with like people who are like just being misogynistic or just being like saying
Nothing like
stupid
that
shit.
either. I
Like
mean,
nothing like
other
that.
than
I keep getting
me.
all the fucking grown men, and I'm gonna say this because it's the most irritating shit. Grown men talk like little fucking children on the mic.
Yeah.
Like adding like fucking like a lisp to their sentences. I'm like, dude,
Mm.
please fuck yourself. Go away. Like I'm so
I haven't-
tired of these people.
I haven't dealt with that. The most
I've dealt
is,
with that like 3 to 4 times already in a row, and it is the worst.
it's just-
Worst. Hey, by the way, now that we're talking about this, shout out to the Jet from the other night's game. I solo queued and he was an Ascendant. The man carried us through and through, and at the end he said, "Hey, it's all good. GG's. You guys have a good one. Good luck." We lost. But yeah, we lost, but it was like
He was
like
cool
three of
about
us, three of us
Mm.
just couldn't get a grip.
it.
We
Damn.
didn't get the grip. Like we kept getting fucked. Like he initially, I mean, he did his job and we pushed in, but there was just not enough site clearing, and KJ refused to carry the bomb.
Mm.
I wanna-
So I was like, yeah, I'll carry it. I'll
What-
plant it. I plant it every time. It's just they couldn't hold it.
Yeah. What I want to know is how much of this was prevalent in CS:GO. Main reason because I never got into the CS:GO era where like
Mhm.
that was the main tac shooter like
Tactical shooter.
it-
That's the word. I couldn't think of the word. That's what Valorant is. Sorry.
um
Continue.
but
God.
I really want to know like if lobbies were like around the same thing back then, or if this is
Mm.
just a strictly Valorant thing. Because I feel like there's very similar games, almost carbon copy.
Mhm.
So I really want to know if it's just the fucking CS:GO nerds coming over who just feel elite because they
Egoed.
egoed because they've been playing essentially the game for years now, or if it's just a bunch of kids or new players who are coming into it, who are bringing that toxicity from other games, or just in general because it's it's free to play,
Right. Easier access or whatever.
right? Because CS:GO isn't free. It's like what, $20?
Yeah, well,
30?
there is a free version. If you pay for CS:GO, like that's the thing with CS:GO is that I think if you pay for it, you're put in separate lobbies, I believe.
That's cool.
I think they have. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure you are put in separate lobbies. And CS:GO also has third-party launchers too, like Face It specifically. That's the only one that I really don't know. I think there's another one, but you can use that to queue up for Face It lobbies, and you're in Face It lobbies, and you have Face It rank. And people kind of prefer, if you're gonna play CS:GO seriously, you play Face It. You play on Face It. And if you wanna get like super hardcore with Face It and really go with it, you pay for the Face It subscription and you get Face It subscription lobbies. So it's
damn.
yeah, that's CS:GO. That's I think so my
That's
point
interesting. I
with
didn't know
what
that.
Steve was saying is it was a clear difference from what I was saying. The lobbies so I'm in gold 3 right now. I'm in gold and I've been all around gold this
No, you're
this
in
season
plat.
now. No, I'm gold. I'm back in gold.
You
now.
dropped?
Yes, I did. I played.
Oh,
We haven't played for a while, so I was like, okay, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
we
play.
haven't.
I jumped back to Diamond too.
So see, that's the difference. So I'm in gold 3 now, and then Steve's in diamond, and then Richard's in plat. So we're all kind of in different places. But I've been kind of around gold this whole season. I did plat, and then was in there for a little bit, close to plat 2, then dropped to gold.
Mhm.
And it's like silver or some shit like that. Like it's so annoying. Like people are either not talking at all, talking too much, or what they are saying is fucking useless.
Yeah.
And or it's just like over calming too. Or
Over-calming.
things. It's just
So-
like it's just so much. And then when anything goes wrong, it's not really a sense of like, you know, all right, keep your cool, keep it trucking, like how the guy that lost the game, it wasn't sending it. I think that's the difference is that
It's just
with
like
CSGO bros, they're placed higher because they do have a tactical advantage because
Right.
of the aim in CSGO. So I think that's why the higher lobbies and higher ranks, like they're toxic, but it's more of a gameplay toxic, not really a personality toxic.
Right.
Yeah, you really come across like it's very few from what I've noticed.
right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I'm
they're
like the
toxic.
CS:GO toxics are the ones who are like the egotistical, like
Your
dude, like
is
aim labs
fucking
is free.
shit.
Yeah.
You should be practicing more. Why are you in this game? You should be doing it. And then when you get into lobbies like lower ones, it's like you sound like a fucking insert slur
Mhm.
here or something like that. It's like
Oh,
that doesn't
I just
help.
Remember
That-
that something.
You remember
Like, it's
that
just-
fucking game we played? Fuck.
Yeah,
That stupid-ass
that
kid.
so that reminded me. Sorry to cut you off, Lee. That
No.
reminded me of this TikTok I saw where this guy, he posted it. He was like, "Oh, like he's in a higher elo, and like the rain on their team was just talking shit, like just went off on, like went in on all of them, and he pulled every fucking slur in the book to make sure that each one individually was like told shit, like."
Jesus.
Yeah.
He went from like homophobic slurs to just straight racist, and they were all trying to play the game. Like all three of the other four were trying to play the game, and it's like
What was
homie
his
was
rank?
just they were.
you
I think they were diamond, almost immortal.
Mm.
But like, dude, the guy's head was so far up his ass. Like you can hear him, and like even when they were clutching, like he'd be like, "Yo, why are you hiding? Stop being a bitch."
Still an
Blah blah
issue.
blah. Yeah, and
Even
it's
if
like,
they're
dude.
ahead, there's still a problem with the game.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
he showed his rank, dude. Bottom fragger right now.
Of course.
Please, for the love of
Funny
God, if
as
you guys
shit.
if you're bottom fragging,
So-
like I talk shit. I will talk shit. That does happen.
Especially if you're a jet.
We're all aware that I do have a
Yes,
problem
the
keeping my
long
mouth shut, especially when it happens or whatever. But whenever I say something, it's because I feel like it's common sense, and I feel like you guys would agree, especially when it comes to randoms. Like that was a fuck up. But when I'm bottom fragging is when I am my least toxic or outwardly to like the whole randoms on our team. It's like I'm not
Mhm.
gonna tell shit to any of these randoms. If I do, it's the most blatant shit. Like nobody's on site. Steve's holding bomb with a Sova ult. We have two other people. It's a random and it's Rich, or it's a random and the other random, and one's low health, and then that random runs off site and just wants to play post plant off site. No ult, no op, just a normal gun. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
10 HP.
Your teammate has 10 HP and you got a full 100 and you're leaving him. Why?
Mhm.
Why, bitch? Make it make sense. Quickly. I need a reason. I need you to tell me why. I have faith in my team. Why the fuck would you have faith in 10% of health when you have 100? That makes no fucking sense. Shit like that. That's what you get from me. That kind of shit. But that's only when it really necessary. When it comes down to bottom frag, you will never catch me in all chat. Never.
But
Fuck
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I'm like, even
That's
your
embarrassing.
toxicity or whatever, at least it's like I said, it's gameplay.
Yeah.
It's literally like, you know,
It's not like, hey,
you
you're
should-
fucking-
you could have
Your
been
mom's a
doing
whore.
it a lot better. Yeah, it's not attacking people like just because you know you're doing bad or
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever the fuck, you're having a bad day. Point is, it's just when it comes to online shit like that, anonymity will always just fucking get you there to
Yeah.
the point where it's just like you'll say the most hateful fucking shit because you don't expect consequences. But you know, with Riot's thing now, where they're gonna be recording,
working.
Recording the voice.
They're gonna
I thought
record the voice.
They're already doing that now, right?
Yeah, they launched
They're
already.
te- they're-
Yeah.
no. So it's like I think it's only in a few lobbies, but either way, it's only just it's still learning as to like what
Yeah.
what are the bad phrases, what are things that can't be or shouldn't be
What are no
being
words,
said.
basically?
Right. So if you run into any of these assholes, fellow,
Report them.
report them. It's
Yeah.
gonna help out Riot in the long run.
It
It's gonna
helps.
help out everybody with their fucking
Don't
their
report
lobbies.
though if you get teabagged. For the Lord, don't be one of those people. We know one of those people. Don't be one of those people. Don't report when you teabag. I'm not gonna say who. I'll tell you guys later.
Okay.
You know who you are. It's really, don't do that. That's so dumb. Why would you fucking report for teabagging? Come on. That's the dumbest
teabagged
thing.
in every other game, dude.
Yeah, like that's so like
It's not.
that's so at the core, like that's just, you did shit like that when you were playing Halo couch co-op or Halo like split screen watching screen, like like that shit. That's
because
old
there's
school.
people think as it's it's in the name,
It's SA.
teabagging, where
Yeah.
people think it is sexual, but
Yeah.
at least in my mind, teabagging isn't that. It's just a little like
no.
dance. It's just a little dance that you do on top of them, like
It's to me, it's literally
a
saying
taunt.
fuck
Yeah.
you suck, some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, it's just a taunt.
Yeah. But anyway, on top of that, I also saw somebody saying like Riot really should implement a thing. I forget what game it's on. I saw somebody mention it. Basically, like think of like Overwatch's rate, or like how like you can compliment a teammate after.
Command.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But basically it's just more along the lines of like, was this player enjoyable to play with? Was this player
Oh, like you
kinda
give
like-
a reason as to why you're commending them.
yeah, like you give them a rating essentially. Like
Right.
you
Player
start
rating.
earning rating for how
Right.
how well of a teammate you are.
Uh,
I don't think there's
League
anything
does that,
negative that you can
kind
do
of.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, League does that. League, which is funny, right? You pieces of shit. Riot
Hey, yo,
literally
wait, hold up.
has-
Give me the gun buddy.
Yeah, Riot has
yeah.
that. They have that kind of system already implemented in League out of all their fucking games.
I think that's what I saw. Yeah.
and after the round, well, the thing is you can only commend one teammate. That's the one thing.
I
You can
feel
only
that's
commend
fine,
one
though.
teammate in a League game, and you have three options. It's either GG, shot caller, or good teammate.
That's
And
what
GG
Blizzard
is like,
did.
you
Yeah.
were a chill person or something like that. You kept your cool. And then shot caller was tactical, strategic gameplay. You kept the team chiller. You were really good, or you got a really good kill, a really good setup, or whatever. And then friendly team is you were friendly. You were nice in chat, and you were cool. That's basically it. So the way they do that though is to show it off. So I have honorary level 4.
Oh.
I am still a nice person. Again, I do talk shit
'cause there's no
in
voice.
League 100%. Like what I just said is what I basically say when I'm playing League and shit like that. But
Wait,
still
but
the highest honor you can get, or for respect or whatever, is level 4, I believe. So when you're recalling, I don't know if it's in the base game, but in ARAMs, a specific game mode, you get like a nice little animation under your recall when you're going back to base. It shows off your like golden reef or golden like leaf crown around your character. It's just a nice little flashy thing, and then when you're loading in the screen, you kind of have a little bobble right here, and it's the little gold ball that shows off.
There's
your
no voice.
honorary
There's no
level.
voice chat, right? In League.
There's voice chat if you're partied up. You can do League chat if you're partied up with people.
Oh,
You can do
okay,
it
okay.
Regularly. Yeah,
Mhm.
there is
like in
chat
in
though
that in the main one, right? What's it called?
in the lobby or in the actual game.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the actual game only if you're partied up with
Oh,
people.
okay,
You can party chat. That's it. There's no like
Okay.
open mic or anything like that. There is text chat for your team. There's all chat, and then there's emotes that you can see, and then your team can also ping wherever. And the form of toxicity that people like to do is there's a question mark ping that's supposed to be used as a missing enemy, but people use it for what the fuck
What
are you doing, you dumb mother?
Yeah.
And it's just so annoying when you try to get a kill and you get one and you can't get the other one, or something happens and you get
People start
ganked, and then
spamming it.
and then your own team jungler is like, what? Question mark, question mark, question mark. It's like, you bitch.
That's funny how that's in Valorant.
You
When you do
fucking
something stupid,
bitch.
people type in just a question mark.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
this
type
is
it in.
general.
But with Valorant, there's also the mic, and the question mark is now a fucking 15-year-old saying, "What the fuck was that?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
in
oh my God.
other non-toxic related Valorant news,
you got Diamond 2.
no. I'm trying to get Diamond 3. Reaver 2.0 might actually be a thing.
I always saw that. I'm dropping
Really?
money. I don't care. Yep.
Yeah, I'm dropping the bill. I don't care what you say.
It's-
I haven't dropped money
It's
in a
gonna
minute.
be a Ghost, Odin, Phantom,
Phantom.
and what was the other one? Fuck. I think Stinger. I could be wrong.
It would be a Spectre though, right?
No,
No, I think
no, because there's
it's,
no
uh,
Reaver.
There's
That's
no
what I'm saying. I think
Reaver-
it's a Stinger. There's no
But
Reaver
but
Spectre
there's no
or
Reaver
Stinger.
Spec- Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But
it would
I feel
make
like they would
sense.
do a Stinger if there isn't if they don't already have one, because I feel like people like. Is
Yeah.
That's
doesn't
right.
the
Oh.
Stinger skin come out first
And-
and then this? Oh no, Spectre comes out first and then Stinger.
Yeah.
And that usually how it works.
And there's a Reaver Karambit
Oh,
Oh!
Karambit. Yeah.
in
Uh,
white.
That would be
Ooh.
nice. On
Mhm.
another Valorant news, like last bit, I guess. The new agent is most likely gonna be a water-based agent. Oh,
Oh.
my fucking
What-
I haven't heard
Katara
anything
What the
about
waterbending
fuck does
dreams.
that mean?
So there's
it's
a
like
theory
it's
going
another
on right
fault in your
now
star system?
with in the community basically saying how in Valorant it seems like they have like a real like big thing when it comes to
Elements?
elements basically. You know, you got fire, you got wind, you got earth,
Fucking Pokemon energy
and you
cards?
got I forgot what the other one was. But you basically have fire, phoenix, earth. Technically, Sage, a developer, confirmed that she is an earthbender.
Yeah,
She
it's Jade.
like,
her
it's
shit
not
is
ice,
ground.
It's Jade.
No, it's earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got wind, jet, and then you got who else? You basically got darkness with like any of the fucking edgy characters, basically.
Yeah.
And then electricity can literally be whoever. But
Neon.
basically, yeah, neon. So it's a palm, and there's like a lot of figures in I was gonna say League in Valorant, and I
What
guess
the fuck is Chamber?
there's it's only
Money.
5. Every element has been fixed to a chakram or
That's a
whatever.
sin.
Right.
And the only one that's left, I think, is the pinky, and the pinky is water. It's a water
That's cool.
chakram.
Mm.
So the reason why they think it's water is because the new
Support?
agent, the name was already announced. It's actually in the firing range. Now that I think about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Agent Water Valorant. The new agent's
Are we
name,
getting another support character?
hopefully that'd be cool. I would love a support character, but
would
I
love
also
another one.
get really
I want a
annoyed
new controller.
when water characters are
You mean you
considered
smoke to play?
supports, because it's like, oh, water's healing, water's soothing, but you could choke someone out with water.
Yeah.
You can cut with water. We all watched
Yeah, look
fucking
what happened to May.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Come on. Oh, okay. So, the new character's name is it might be Varun Batra. So Varun Batra, those words specifically mean like different things.
Sounds like some shit from
Oh,
Legend of
Varun
Zelda, dude.
Batra. There are multiple connections. The best one being that Varuna is the god of oceans in Hinduism. And
Mm.
there's different pictures that is shown that is kind of close to an open palm from Hindi or Hindu religion or iconography. So that's why they're saying, oh yeah, Jet being air, Sage being earth, Phoenix being fire, and Astra being ethereal. That's those are the elements in
Right.
the hand. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Varun Batra. That's why they're saying, because those words specifically relate to water.
I
or
hope
some form
it's
of
another
ocean.
control player, dude.
Liquid.
There's
I'm trying to
only
think,
two-
a control
there's
a new
only
smoke would
two
be
ye-
cool.
Look, Brim isn't broken, but he's also not
He's boring.
good. He's boring.
He's boring as shit.
Astra is unfortunately ruined.
Yeah, kinda,
She's
yeah.
not that. Like I said, I've been saying
It's-
it now
it's
ever
just-
since
She's good on
nerfs.
She's good on Pearl.
It's a
Good on
different
the longer maps.
it's a different pace than what she was before.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing that I don't like, because I liked her
Yeah.
pace and it was easy.
Yeah.
It was
Well-
not easy, but it kind of created a faster, like you weren't able to go fast with her, but you were able to keep up with the other smokers. Like
Yeah.
at that point, that's why I like Viper, or I'm still okay with Viper, because at least you can pick up her orb. If they
Yeah.
made it so that you couldn't pick up the orb, or something happened, it's destroyable, I would never play
Yeah.
controller. I would never play Viper.
Yeah.
It'd be done for
Um,
me.
The main thing I just like, she needed the nerfs, Astra, just because she was the only
She had too
character.
much.
She was the only character who has, or is the only character who has map presence for the whole fucking map
The entire stage.
in the
yeah.
entire map, and it's just like it really was kind of ridiculous that she could essentially defend a site from across the map and all she,
And it's
she's
not
just,
lineups or anything like
yeah,
that.
it's
It's just
literally just
freely.
click, there you go.
You can get in there and do your and
Yeah.
see what you're doing
So,
because of
I
her
just
astral
think
form.
the one thing they didn't have to fuck up was the time, because once you pick up
No.
an orb, you're fucked. Look how fast Neon can get in. Look how fast Jet
Well,
can get in. Look
that's
how
the
fast
thing is
Chamber
that-
can
but
get
that's the
out.
point.
Is that you
I think
can
at
you,
the time with the characters that they had, it made sense for the
Yeah.
for the nerf to happen. But with the characters that are out now, it kind of feels like she's not fast enough. She doesn't have to be back to where she was at. But she needs a little just the cooldowns. It's not even her abilities. Like sure,
it's just her cooldown.
shrink her suck, to reduce the concussiveness of her blast. Make it so that when you recall an orb, it just recalls the star and it doesn't pop the orb up. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
She's just a little too slow for Jet, like Steve was saying, a Neon. Sometimes for not really a Jet, she kind of gets sucked in. So does a Raze, but Neon is kind of becoming a more and more prevalent force. I think in Valorant in general. I think we're seeing
Neon
her a
and
little bit more and
Fade.
more and more. Yeah,
I
I mean
love
Fade
Fade.
is kind of like whatever, but Fade again, that seems to kind of be a constant now. Ever since Sky came out, they're doing the right thing. In League, whenever a new character would come out, they would overload the kit, and the character would be an unstoppable force of nature or completely fucking broken because it would be overloaded character, community, bitch, nerf, new character, underwhelming, underperforms, low pick rate, buff, goes up like 1% pick rate, leaves it alone, never touches the character ever again.
Yeah.
And that's what they did with Sage. We have a character that is a living, breathing example of doing just that. She wasn't overloaded, in my opinion. She was just fine. Her slows had a really big area. Reduce it. Fine, whatever. Give her one orb. I didn't give a shit. It was the wall. The wall is what made Sage the character that she was or is. And I mean, she still can do her job, but it's like you can't really do instant defending with Sage. It's kind of like a build up almost because of the wall has to harden and health goes up
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, like when I was playing Sage, it was bitch, I felt like Toph. That shit was like awesome. I was like, all right, cool. I got this giant ass wall that could take a fucking Razor, and I still have most of my segments. If not, it's still holding up. Awesome. That's great. It's a wall. That's the purpose of it. But no, it's not that anymore. But yeah, so my point is, you basically characters are overloaders or characters are underwhelmed. But with Valorant, I feel like they don't want to release a character that's under packed or underperforming because you can't buy util and your abilities are util. So the characters have to be overpacked or at least set up for a tactical shooter. So, but then you get the issue like Sky, flashes, concussion, healing, seeking. You get fade, tags, decay, anchor. What's the fucking map site ult with decaying, tracking, mark? Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's like everybody feels overloaded and that, but now it's just kind of like if they could bring Astra back, that'd be cool, just a little bit. Because like you guys are saying, another controller would be cool, but if it's gonna be water based, the question is like, what would the smoke look like? A mist of water? Like I can't imagine. I feel like that would look weird. A bubble of water? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's like one big little. You go in, it's like an aquarium.
Like it fucks up your sight, kind of how like Omens is.
No, yeah, I guess it would. I don't know. We'll see how that happens.
That'd be cool. A bubble, and then when they walk out of it, like you go in, you hold your breath, and when you walk out of it, they have to release their breath to breathe or whatever. So you know when they're it's like a cipher cage. That feels a little overpowered now that I think about it. Never mind. They can only be in the bubble for so long, and then they start losing health because they're not getting air. Oh shit!
Cypher needs a buff.
Cypher does need a buff.
Cypher needs a buff. Like
Cypher does need a buff.
Rework.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about rework. He just needs.
No, I don't think a rework either.
For a good thing.
No,
I don't think he needs a rework.
Like
I think
his
he does
kit
need
is
a buff.
fine. It's just more like he needs something that what's it called doesn't make him so kind of like. I guess
shoot through his chem again.
See, again, another example. I completely forgot about Cypher. A perfect example of overpowered, had a really crazy kit in the beginning, nerfed.
Yeah.
Now is basically not unplayable, but
dude,
I feel like I would love to look up his pick rate and just see where it's at now because I will. Yeah, like it's not where it was at.
I will commend Riot for doing this. When fucking they decided Jet can just dash through his shit. It's like, at the time, like I guess it kind of made sense because she's supposed to be super fucking fast or whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, well,
What's
what
the
fuck
point?
is the point? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see exactly how they go about balancing all this shit.
Yeah.
I think that's all the time we have. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a long one.
This is a long one. This is a
Mhm.
big boy. It's okay though.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
We had a lot of topics,
Sign
but
us
we got
out.
through it. Okay. So that's it. Bye, guys. I'm just kidding.
Dope.
we're gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys could leave a comment, leave a like, that'd be cool. Also subscribe if you aren't subscribed. We do release these every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday at 10
Supposed to be
p. Oh no,
Monday.
10 a.m. Pacific Standard, I believe.
10 a.m. Yes.
Yeah. So you do your own clock for that to figure that out. But yeah, all our links will be in the bio. I'm trying to think. I feel like I covered everything. All our links will be in the bio, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Dope. All right.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Cool. See you
We'll
guys
check
next
you
week.
later.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, guys.